If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Starting off with the troll on this particular set, you got the chest piece, which happens to be from Shadowlands. Also a few pieces from Mop, particularly the belt and the shoulders. The weapon is from Shadowlands. The headpiece is engineering. I just really like using those engineering goggles, but this set looks pretty damn cool. And you could use this on any given mage. I think it works best for Arcane. I think I'm showing a lot of love for Arcane in this particular video, but it could also work for Fire. It could also work for Frost. I mean, green kind of works with all other mages. And there's the Gilded Thorian Cloak, which is almost in every single video I produce because it's pretty much the only pure gray cloak in the game. And gray is a neutral kind of color, and it goes with a lot of different things. I think this looks pretty damn cool on a Nightborn mage. And like I said many times in these videos, you could go over to Wowhead. You could check out the Wowhead model viewer to see, which you find a link in the description. Okay, we have a mix of a few different xpacs. Particularly, this is largely represented from Shadowlands. Now, I did make a mistake here. For some reason, I have that headpiece, which is a warrior piece. That was just a mistake, and I didn't realize it till I already produced it. And it takes time to produce these, so I didn't want to reproduce it. But as far as a headpiece goes, you could just not show a headpiece if you don't want to. You could show a headpiece from the tier that the belt is from, or the tier that the robe is from, or the tier that the shoulders are from. So those are three choices right there. Of course, the shoulders are from Mop, the robe is from Shadowlands, and the belt happens to be from BFA. So three choices for the headpiece. I think this weapon goes extraordinarily well with this set. So yeah, mostly Shadowlands in this set for mages. I really like this set for Arcane or even Frost. It works. A lot of Legion stuff is not here. Nothing from Legion. A lot of Nightface stuff, though, from Shadowlands. Different patches of Nightface stuff. So let's go over it. You got the weapon and the legs and the chest, I do believe, are all Nightfae. Those shoulders are a drop from Shadowlands or purchase in Torghast, depending on which version of Torghast you do. You could get that. That cloak, I do believe, is from Legion. The belt is from Mist of Pandaria, and that headpiece. Oh, I really like this set. As I strain my elbow or my wrist, patting myself on the back. That headpiece, of course, is from Shadowlands. So a few different xpacs get love. And certainly Arcane gets love. The Fire Mage is not in the crosshairs here. We're looking Arcane, we're definitely looking Frost for this set. And we have a good representation from a few different xpacs, particularly the head and the shoulders are from WoD. The gloves, which are rather unique, those are from Shadowlands, and so is the belt. That's from the Nightfae people in Shadowlands, and the overall robe happens to be from Legion. So good representation across the board for all these pieces. And I do believe those slippers, which you can't see on a Worgen, but this looks good on a Worgen, and if it looks good on a Worgen, it's a good set. There's a Nightfae cloak, by the way. But you can't see the boots or the slippers or the shoes, whatever you want to call them, on the Worgen. But those are crafted from Burning Crusade. There you go. You can see them better. They're simple gray boots, but very fundamental, very useful for all three cloth classes, and pretty darn cool looking, if you ask me. Most definitely Fire. It's a Fire Mage set here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're basically pulling the shoulders from Wrath of the Lich King, the robe and the headpiece, and maybe the bracers. Not 100% sure on the bracers. Those are from Mop. I think it looks really. I gotta stop showing the trolls. You can't really see the set when they're hunched over like that. And, well, you can see it, but you just don't get the perfect view when somebody's standing up. But, you know, I want to give fair representation to everybody. But the cool thing, the same thing could be said about Worgen. You know, especially the heads don't always look so great on a Worgen. But I want to show fair representation. But, you know what? If you want to see how it looks on a race that isn't showcased, you could easily click the link, go over to the Wowhead dressing room, change the race, change the gender, and see how it looks on your toon before you go out there and you farm out the set, because it doesn't always look good on every race. That's something we've learned. We're going to kick it off with a troll. I don't know, for some reason, because of the hunch, you can't really see the set, but don't worry, we have other races that'll showcase this set. This is largely a mix between Shadowlands and Legion, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. And also from Mop, I do believe that Robe is a PvP piece from Mop. The belt and the shoulders, I do believe, are from the current X-Pac, which is Shadowlands. Showing it on a Worgen. The headpiece looks kind of cool on a Worgen. It kind of says Batman to me. I'm not sure why, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. And that cloak happens to be from Legion as well. So we have some pretty good representation from a couple of different X-Pacs. We're obviously shooting for Arcane, but you could also wear this for Frost and Fire if you really wanted to. But that class fantasy fits very, very snug and comfy for Arcane, more than the other main specs. This is one of my all-time favorite sets that I produced, and it goes really well for Priests, and it goes extraordinarily well for Frost or Arcane Mages, even Fire, but mostly Frost or Arcane. A lot of representation from Shadowlands, particularly the chest and the legs. Those are from the Necrolord people. You have the shoulders and the headpiece, which are drops from BFA from Isle Expeditions, or you could turn around and you could buy those pieces on the auction house. The choice is yours. The belt is from Legion, and I do believe the gloves as well as the boots. Actually, no, the boots are from BFA, not BFA, Burning Crusade. The gloves are from BFA, and that back piece is from Shadowlands. So a vast amount of different X-Pacs encapsulate this really sharp looking set, which I think is one of the key points of producing a really good xmog set. Showing a little bit of love to the current tier from 9.2. Obviously, if you're watching this video a year after production, you're like, current tier, what are you talking about? But I'm talking about Shadowlands on the chest and the legs. The boots are from Mop, the shoulders are from Mop, the belt, BFA, and the staff is from Legion, I do believe. You really can't see the cloak here. I got a really cool cloak for this set. For some reason, it's on some tunes, it's not on other tunes, it's not on the tune that's doing the spin, which is the Worgen. But if you want to see the cloak, you could always head over to Wowhead, where you could easily see the cloak. And you could change the race, you could change the gender, you could see exactly how this would look on your toon before you go out there and you pursue it. So shooting for Arcane here, shooting for Frost maybe, but kind of Arcane. If I'm not mistaken, I showcased this exact same set, pretty much. I think I changed the weapon, but this exact same set for Priests. But I said, you know what? It works for Mages too. Shadowlands is where we get representation for the chest, the belt, and the legs. I do believe the boots, if I'm not mistaken, are from Cata. The gloves are from BFA. The shoulders are from Mop. The headpiece from Legion. And of course, that weapon is also from BFA, as we show you a Worgen mage showing the cloak, doing the spin. That cloak, not sure if that's BFA or Shadowlands, but we got good representation from a few different X-Pacs. This particular xmog set, I think, would go very well with Fire Mage, even though it's green. You got that red splash that works and it says Fire Mage. Also could go with Arcane. You could use it for Frost, but it just doesn't quite fit that class fantasy in a very snug way. Fire Mage, maybe Arcane, but definitely Fire Mage is the look we're going for here. It's a mix of Legion as well as Shadowlands, and let's break it down. Basically, a lot of Necrolord pieces, particularly the staff, the belt, and the robe. The shoulders are a priest tier, which is recolored for mages and warlocks, and that, of course, is from Legion. The headpiece, goggles, engineering goggles, as we show you a Worgen doing a spin, showing the cloak, which is just your typical red cloak. Black cloak would go well, but there's not many black cloaks in the game, or gray cloak would go well, but there's not many gray cloaks in the game for some reason, as this looks pretty darn epic on a Nightborn mage lady. So if you want, you could always go over to Wowhead, click the link in the description for this set, and you can change the race, you can change the gender, see how it looks on your tune. My name is Luxeley. Want to thank you guys for giving me the click and stopping by. And I'll leave you with one final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning like it is here, afternoon or night, be sure to make the decision to choose to make your day epic. Thanks for watching.